Okay, so back to Parsons. Okay, there's actually not too much more to say about him. Mostly more stuff just to criticize him with, unfortunately for him. So, as a functionalist, what we want you to have in your minds at this point is that if it's a functionalist theorist, yes, they're useful to some extent, okay, but they are usually quite old theories, and also they are largely idealistic and naive. Okay, so that should be where your mind goes when you analyze a functionalist thinker like Parsons, like Durkheim, like Wilmot and Young. Okay, so what is wrong with it? They're probably being idealistic. Went over this briefly before. Okay, if it were a Marxist looking at this theory, okay, they would naturally think that those universalistic standards are largely designed by this ruling elite, okay, the bourgeoisie, okay, they're the ones who make the rules in society. Okay, so the idea of the education system sort of teaching kids how to adhere to these rules is, again, another agency of oppression, according to Marxists. Okay, so it's not a good thing like Parsons describes, but equally it's more like an illusion. Okay, it's trying to pitch society as somewhere that is equal, we're all judged equally. Okay, when that simply just isn't the case. Okay, a good example of that is if you try and think of when a celebrity has committed a crime, like I don't know, assault or something like that. Have they been treated exactly the same way as some regular person would be? I think you'll find in most cases that no, that's not necessarily the case. Okay, and a Marxist would say that that is because of wealth and privilege and the fact that they are part of this ruling elite. Okay, so it's not universalistic standards. That isn't a thing. Okay, we're not all judged equally. That is, again, just a very naive and idealistic idea put forward by a functionalist. Okay, so there's a lot you can talk about with this one, and I'm aware that I'm going off on one a little bit here, but you really can get your teeth into it a little bit. Equally, I've added a few things here. Okay, so what I've talked about in terms of the difference between particularistic and universalistic standards. Okay, they're big, scary words, but they really aren't that difficult. Okay, especially when you really break them down. So particular and universal. Okay, it really is that simple. So hopefully, if you can pause this video if you'd like and just have a look at what I've written here. And equally, I've added a little bit more from the book. Okay, but again, not really adding anything new to what I've said previously. So I'll leave it there. You can pause the video now. Other than that, I think I'm done. Okay, so that was Parsons. Hopefully that makes sense. Fairly straightforward. Try not to get it confused with Durkheim. Okay, thanks guys.